What?
You know, you really have bad taste in men.
No, I have a taste for really bad men. There's a difference.
Alright, I guess we're going up there. I mean, there's there, and there's there.
I thought I told you to scat, man.
Alright, well, we're gonna scat. This is beautiful, look at that. Night sky, flowers, dead people. I just came over here and there's nothing here. Alright, we'll go up here. Wait a minute, there is a thing here. What is this? No, come back, Manny. What is this?
Hector supplies water to keep the flowers alive? Does he see them as a memorial or as trophies?
Maybe it's a giant monster underneath the
Not
flowers.
thirsty. Yeah, right.
I still have my inventory, right? What if I use that?
Not thirsty.
I mean, I didn't actually do it right. Oh, I only have the grinder and the nitrogen left.
There can't be too much in here.
Never mind, let's go up here and see what's going on. Interesting.
This is the way in. I just hope there's a way out.
She loves me. She loves me not.
Well, you're half right.
Oh, Manny, so cynical. What happened to you, Manny, that caused you to lose your sense of hope, your love of life?
I died.
I see. I guess Domino is right. You don't have a shred of optimism.
Well, when it comes to shreds, Dom is the expert.
And by that same logic, Manny, you're about to become an expert in botany.
Is this where you tell me all about your secret plan, Hector? How you stole double-end tickets from innocent souls, pretended to sell them but really hoarded them all for yourself in a desperate attempt to get out of the land of the dead?
No. This is where you writhe around in excruciating pain for about an hour because that idiot Bowsley ran off with all the fast-acting Sproutella. This slow stuff will sprout you, but it's going to take a long time, I'm sorry to say. Manny! Where are you going? You've got some time, you know, before you have to leave. Get it? Leave!
Well, we're going to come in here. Get the get the liquid nitrogen. Kill the flowers.
Gracias, Toto Santos.
Amazing.
Come on, shake it for me, baby. One of you must be mine.
No. No, you don't deserve to get out of here. Ah, what are you doing, lady? You don't have a double-end ticket, lady. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm just gonna slow walk up to her. We're gonna talk? No, we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna do anything to her. Are we going to...
It's all gone.
Nope, it's all gone. Are we going to grind? No, we're not. Alright, we're not actually gonna do anything to her. Nope, he just shakes his head. Oh, hi.
Salvador?
Manuel, listen carefully. There's a gun in the trunk of this car, but the trunk key is with my body somewhere in the meadow behind the greenhouse. Find it!
Right.
And tell Eva that I know she will guide the Alliance wisely when I am gone. For when I bite this explosive tooth, the deadly cloud will sprout not just my target, but me as well.
Your target? What are you...
Hey, get out of there!
Farewell, my friend!
What were you talking about with the head of the LSA in there? Huh, Sal? Got something you want to share with the class?
Only this. Viva la revolución!
That is terrifying. That is terrifying. This game
He
has...
truly gave his body to the cause.
This game's gotten dark. I mean, it's a game about a lot of dead people. But it's gotten really dark in the last 5 minutes or so.
He's fine right where he is.
Well, let's should I get the briefcase? There's my ticket in here?
Nothing like the real McCoy. Hey, my scythe.
Alright, Scythe.
Well, what do you know? Sal had a ticket all along.
Alright, do I get one?
After I deal with Hector. Figures. Doesn't seem to be one for me. It's locked.
There's a key in his body behind the greenhouse or something. Oh, sorry, Salvador. Behind the greenhouse. Do I have to go behind the greenhouse? Behind the greenhouse, which is I don't know. Is it far behind the greenhouse? Is it in the meadow behind the greenhouse? Which part of the greenhouse are we talking about? Can I leave? Can I leave? No. Wait a minute. Maybe I need a ticket to find. I don't. Is it inside the greenhouse in the back or what? I have no idea what's going on right now. No idea what is going on right now. Can I go inside the greenhouse? No, the Hector's inside.
I'm not going in there until I'm packing some chlorophyll.
And I need a gun. The gun is... The gun is in the trunk. The trunk needs a key. The key is on Salvador's body. Salvador's body is behind the greenhouse. Maybe I need a ticket to find the body. Can I like... Come on. Okay, walk faster. Where are you? Walk faster. And where did Olivia go? Is that her name, Olivia?
Not picking that up.
Why? Get the ticket.
It's amazing how Salvador's ticket is still drawn to him. It's amazing how Salvador's ticket is still drawn to him.
Yeah, alright, well, good. We got his ticket. Now we're gonna go find his body. Man, Alright, there's a lot of walking here. A lot of walking back and forth. Come on, run. This is really amazing and dark. I guess I come back here and I use the ticket.
Seems to be attracted to something over this way. It's not doing anything now. It's not doing anything now.
I'm doing it wrong.
It's not doing anything now. Seems to be attracted to something over this way.
It's right here, right? Oh, there you go. Man. Alright, we found it. This is amazing. This game, the story, the artwork, amazing.
This must be the key to Salvador's trunk.
Alright, well, we're going all the way back, running back and forth, finding his trunk. And it's just dark. Look at this. Dark and moody. Alright, going in the trunk, get a gun.
Ah, yes. Lots of ammo. Freeze, Hector.
Yeah, you heard me.
And then we're going up here. I don't think we're done yet. There might be like 1 or 2 more twists before we finish the game. But the suspense though, like you're building up this, like the game is almost completely quiet. And this is kind of building up this tension before the final showdown and stuff like that. Let's go. No talking, just shoot him. No exposition, we don't want to give him any chances. Just walk in and shoot him in the head.
I'm not getting any closer until he runs out of ammo. If he runs out of ammo, that is.
What? Are you kidding me? We need him to run out of ammo? What are we gonna do about... Ah, are you kidding me? Alright, well, we're not going... We're not done. We're not done. I guess we do something with this water thing because it's the only thing left in the whole area that we have not yet clicked on. Maybe just save the game here. Let me just quickly save the game here. Shoot this. That delivers the poison into the water, right? And then it sprouts him.
That doesn't sound good.
That's it? We just sprout him like that? I don't think he's dead. Wow. Wow. He exploded into flowers. Wow, it's amazing. But I don't have a ticket. Do I? Manny doesn't have a ticket.
You can count them if you want. They're all here.
How about yours?
The company gave me one on the other end. Sort of a retirement present. And, demons ride free, right?
Aw, Manny, you know I can't go with you. I'm a spirit of the land and all that. I can't ever leave this world.
I guess I got so wrapped up in saving people, I just assumed I'd be able to save you too.
Yeah, but I don't need to be saved. I like it here. I'm not all alone in that basement anymore, thanks to you. I got a new job and all these new friends. I'm a big demon success story.
So, I guess this is it then.
Come here, give me a hug. Oof. You were the best boss I ever had. Bye.
Manny,
Yeah?
when we get to the next world,
What is it, Angel?
are we going to be together?
You know, sweetheart, if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Nobody knows what's gonna happen at the end of the line. So you might as well enjoy the trip.
And that's the end of the game. Is that the end of the game? Are we done? That was great. Thanks, Tim Schafer. I love you, Tim Schafer. You're the best. And the music's really loud. So let me just sit through the credits. The ending doesn't quite have as much punch as I would like. It was a bit. I thought there was like a build-up, and then there was like this kind of quietness and darkness where you felt like there might be some sort of epic showdown at the end, but the end was a little bit flat. But great story, great artwork, great atmosphere. I mean, it has a few of the same problems as all adventure games do, like trying to find out what to click on, but a lot less than some others that I've played. For the most part, it was just a smooth storytelling and puzzle-solving experience. It's great. Like it's just a brilliant piece of art. It is. I don't know what else. I don't think there's anything else for me to say. I mean, if you want to listen to praise for this game, you can just kind of look up any review, and you'll find plenty of it. I mean, there's only one thing I would change, and that is the ability to highlight the clickables. So it's just on any screen, you just have a button or a key that you can press, and it will highlight everything that you can click on for you. Just so that you just don't miss something like, the lighthouse that we never found. Given that this is a blind playthrough and it's the first time I play through the game, I'm not sure I can do a decent enough job of going back through the story and analyzing the story. Should we try? Maybe we should try. So, Manny is a travel salesman selling trips to get from the newly dead to the final rest. Right? So the idea is that if you're a good person in life, then you go straight to the afterlife. But if you're not a good person, then you have this kind of purgatory, 4 years of purgatory, to get from, when you just die to get to the end. but some of the people, or some of the dead people along the way, have decided to steal people's tickets because of greed. And they're not, you know, they talk about how they're not acting as though they're dead people. You know, you're supposed to spend your time in purgatory, kind of making up for the things you've done wrong in life. But you know, you can see these people, they're continuing on doing the things that they did wrong in their life, and so you know, they're dead people, but they're acting like living people, but they're acting like bad living people. And I guess the story as a whole, like, it shows. I mean, you can see how it takes kind of themes from the real world and inspiration from the real world, like the communists and the mobs and the crime and all that stuff. But it's just an interesting portrait of, you know, good people. That there's bad people and good people, and then good people getting caught in the schemes of bad people. It's just it's a fairly kind of a standard story. And of course, there's a big journey. Of course, you know, you have to kind of travel across the land of the dead, and you see a lot of interesting things along the way, and you have to overcome obstacles. And that's just your typical journey kind of a story. There's the idea of redemption. There's the idea that, oh, thanks Sony, good guys Sony. We thank Sony because they put up the money for Tim Schafer to be able to buy the rights to the game to do the remake. And we kind of thank LucasArts for making the game in the first place, but not so much for not actually managing to release the game, or you know, keep the game on the available for people to buy. So we kind of thank them. Yeah, so I mean, there's this kind of this notion of redemption as well. The idea that Manny, for some unknown reason, had to kind of pay his way to the afterlife. And the game never really says like what he did and why he was working as a travel salesman and trying to pay his way. And whereas a lot of the other characters, you know, they just kind of live life as is presented to them. So you know, in El Mero and in Rupacava, they just kind of do the racing and the gambling and the bars and everything. So they just kind of they play their roles in those places, whereas Manny unusually looks beyond that and says, no, I want to get to the afterlife. Like, you know, everybody's just kind of looking at what's in front of them and you know, playing their roles, whereas Manny is like, no, there's something else here. There's something else that I need to do. I need to go to the afterlife. And so he's unusual in that way, and then so he's the only one who really tries to get out of that place, and he ends up helping people along the way, right? So that's interesting, the idea that, you know, there's something more than just, you know, the day-to-day struggles that people deal with. It's a great story. It is a great story. I mean, nothing entirely original. Like, all these themes are fairly well traversed in film, in novels, maybe in other games, although a lot of games don't have very good stories. But you know, a lot of great films and great books and so on and so forth, they go through these films and these themes quite thoroughly, and this game doesn't really innovate in that sense, but it does cover the ground in a pretty thorough and a pretty well polished sort of way. And of course, the distinctive art style and everything, that's all. It's delightful, I'd say, delightful to just kind of enjoy the artwork and enjoy the environments. Glottis, I think, wins Best Actor. I think the best actor is Glottis, or the best characterization. Some of the villains are quite interesting too. I think the villains are fairly well designed because they're really seriously villains, right? Glottis, the villains, and I mean, and Manny doesn't have too much character because he's meant to be you, right? He's meant to be like just a generic guy, and the woman seemed kind of stereotypical. I mean, the secretary, the femme fatale, stuff like that, stereotypes. Glottis is not really a stereotype. Like he's a bit of everything. Like he's a crazy mechanic, and then he's also a drunk and a gambler. And so, like, if you don't pay attention to him, he just kind of goes off and does really self-destructive things. But then he's got this innocence about him as well. So Glottis, surprisingly, is like one of the most complex characters in the whole story because he's innocent, but prone to, you know, addictions and excess. And he's kind of really simple, but at the same time, you know, he embodies these kind of really human contradictions. And he's like the only non-human. Like everybody else is like ex-human because they're skeletons, so they're dead people. But Glottis is like a demon. But he's like the most human out of all the characters because he's like this kind of complex, well-rounded. I mean, well-rounded. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean the pun, but he is well-rounded in more than one sense. Okay, what else do I want to say about this? I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I want to show you guys the concept art because I feel like, you know, I've already spoiled the entire story for you. I want to give you some reason to buy the game. There's the director's commentary, which I will play, probably for myself. I'm just going to play through the whole game and listen to the director's commentary. You're not going to see that unless you buy the game and play it yourself. I think we'll go through the concept art gallery just for interest and game design reasons. We will learn about the concept art for this game.